go. What the frig's going on? Little HK, some high-end Tupperware we're showing you today. I like to bring my HKs out once in a while because I am a very big fan of HKs. I know you see on my channel it's like 80% Glock because, you know, the Glock, there's a lot to talk about. There's so much you can do videos on the Glock. They're very they give you a lot of content because you can tear the gun down to nothing and show people how to do it and how to take care of it and, you know, proper maintenance and all. But that's why I do a lot of Glock videos, because it gives me a lot to talk about. But I don't know if you guys are aware that I am a very, very huge HK fan, and this is my P30, and you can tell one's loaded and one's not. When they're not loaded, they'll be, you know, I'm talking about the magazine. When they're not loaded, it'll do that. When it's loaded, it'll lay flat. So you can tell this one's full and this one's not, because of the polymer guns. Now, I had a VP9, and the VP9 pretty much blew me away for how great it shot. I kept it for a while, because you know, guys, how I am. And the only thing that was bothering me about the VP9 is it's a new model, and it's not a traditionally built HK. Wait a minute, the fucking train's going by again. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't gone by all day. As soon as I turn the camera on, there it goes. The VP9 isn't a traditional built HK, so in the back of my OCD mind, that was eating at my brain. And I sold it to a really good friend of mine, and he's very happy with it. It runs phenomenal, but I just want my HKs to be their traditional ones that have been in the circulation for years. So that's the reason why I don't have the VP9 no more. Nothing to do with it failing or anything like that. I have no complaints about it whatsoever, except the fact that it's the internals are a whole new thing. And to me, as of now, until it's been out a few years, it's not a true HK, which like these are. Is that weird or what? I know it is. So, before I get started, I want to thank Annan for this awesome Horseman's patch. And this is really something special that this guy sent me. And I just want to show him that I did get it. He's part of a very elite tactical team. I'm not sure if he wants me to say it, so I'm not. But I'm sure you guys can figure it out. And it's a real honor to get a patch from a guy that's working with a team like that. He'll give you a hint. They just went to the Glock 19. And he just verified in a letter that they are using the Glock 19, which a Glock hater friend of mine said they were just talking about using the Glock 19, but they're not really using it. So, dude, you know who you are? There you go. Thank you, Annan. Thank you for this. I will cherish this forever. I will hang it up on the wall. I will make sure it's definitely seen. I just want to show him that I did get it, and he likes the channel, and he appreciates the channel and everything, and I appreciate him. Alright. So, real nice light from Through Night. Someone's going to win today. This one is super sweet. Wait till you see this one. Getting back to these. I'm just going to tell you, this HK P30 was pretty much looks like the VP9 looks just like the P30. The only difference is it's a striker fired system. This is double action, single action. It's got the hammer, and it's beveled right here. The VP9 straight and square. I kind of like that it's beveled. Just makes it look nicer. First thing we need to do is check it and make sure it's safe, which it is. And I tell you, the feeling you get with an HK, I know they're a lot of money. You know, I know they're a lot of money. And the thing about them is, though, you feel it. You feel the money in it. Just how they chamber, how they extract. I mean, when this HK extracts this friggin' phone, are you serious? It sucks being popular, guys. Get a lot of enemies, too, being popular. A lot of enemies. Okay. the extraction on HKs are so powerful. I mean, I've never seen shells shoot so far. I love it. Such a great feeling. And it's like, you know, it just shoots it out of there, just the way it's designed. The only thing I did with it was I put these, I forget the name of them. I think they're called LPA sights. They're very expensive sights. They're super low profile. I like them. The lower they are, the better I shoot. And they're made in Italy. And they're steel fiber optic sights. I put them on a long time ago when I first got this, and I love them. I shoot really well with them. So, I mean, if you don't think an HK is worth the money they are, then that's fine. I understand that. But to me, I mean, every gun's overpriced. You know, I don't think they should be what they are. But they're so friggin' reliable, and they work so well. They're so light. They're so light. They're like Glocks, and they're so easy to carry. But I'm going to tell you a few things, you know, that bother me between these two. And they still don't have that real tough coating that Glock and Sig Sauer's using on their barrels lately. Glock and Sig Sauer are using this coating on the barrels. It's like indestructible. I have 2,000 rounds through my Glock, and the coating is just starting to come off right in here in the ejection port area on the back of the barrel. But still, on this part of the barrel of the Glock, it looks like it hasn't been shot. I mean, I don't know what it is. I would love to know the name and the exact coating. I'm going to say it's called Ion Bond. I think it's that. But HK still didn't adopt that yet. They still using their regular coatings. But, you know, it doesn't make the gun any more reliable, but it makes it more resistant to rust. So that's why it's nice to have that good coating on there. Other things. The P30 to me is probably one of the best looking polymer guns I ever seen. Everything is changeable. I like how they already have the extended mag release tabs on here. As you see, the USP, it's got these little nubs on there, and I like the extended ones. It's just easier to get at. So, but the P30 already has the extended like the VP9 also does. It's a medium-sized gun. It's about the size of the Glock 19, and it holds the same amount of rounds, 15 plus 1. If you're not familiar with HKs, their magazines are very expensive. They're like $50 a piece, depending. Sometimes they have really good package deals, like this one. This one came with 3 mags. And, you know, I like to get one more mag. I like to have 4 mags per gun. That's enough for me. There's guys out there who want 10 mags per gun. But if I have 4 mags per gun, for the kind of shooter that I am, that's enough for me. And what's great about the HK mags is they're very robust, they're very strong, they're very easy to take apart and clean. You just push the button, slide the pad off, and everything comes out. You can give it a nice thorough cleaning. Beautiful followers. They're just great guns. I mean you're paying more, but you definitely are getting more. So this video is for people that are looking at HKs and saying, why are they so much money? But I want one. Should I get one? If you're a guy that likes, if you're like a guy that likes real high quality stuff, I really recommend that you get one. If you're a trigger snob, you're not going to like HK's trigger, but you'll still, for me, they have, I can't stand the trigger, but it doesn't affect my accuracy when I'm shooting. So as long as it's like that, there's not an issue. If it had a trigger that I hated and I couldn't shoot as well as my Glock or my 1911, then I say, well, I love to have an HK, but I'd rather stick with guns I can shoot well. It doesn't affect it, because as long as you pull the trigger smoothly at a steady pace, you'll shoot it just as accurate as any other gun. It doesn't have that awesome trigger break. See, it has a lot of play, and that's just how they are, man, except the VP9. The VP9 is a fantastic trigger, but the traditional HKs have the play. You pull the trigger and you're waiting for that awesome reset, which you can, there's a reset, but it's all the way out here and you can barely feel it. After the reset, there's a lot of play. So it resets up here and it breaks the wall back here. So when you're shooting, the best way for me to shoot this gun is forget about all the trigger reset and forget about all that. Is just take nice long trigger strokes, nice and steady, nice and steady. And you know, when this is going back, it's putting that trigger down to 4.5 pounds, so it's just nice steady trigger pulls, great ergonomics. It doesn't affect my accuracy when I'm shooting whatsoever. So to me, I just accept it for what it is. That's how the HK trigger is. Doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean it's good. That's how their triggers are. You just have to get the feel of them. Once you get the feel of them, you'll shoot great with it. Melts in your hand. I mean, it feels like it's part of your arm. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ergonomics. Now, I brought the USP out here because I'm going to show you things I don't like on this. The only reason why I really love this USP is, once again, it's probably one of the best looking polymer handguns. Definitely in the top 5. They're just so beautiful. Okay, but what I don't like about the USP is it has too much shit going on. It's got the decocker, it's got the safety, it's got this big slide stop sticking out, and the big slide stop sticking out has this little pin here that sticks out like a pimple, and it irritates my thumb. If you grip the gun tactically or grip the gun like you're supposed to, your thumb bone lands right on that rivet thingy, like your bone on your thumb. So when I'm here, so when you're shooting hundreds of rounds and that thing's recoiling on your thumb bone, it's very, very, very uncomfortable. But it's such a beautiful, reliable gun. I don't care. I just deal with it, and it's just too nice of a gun for me to not keep it. But if they slim this all down and smooth this out, this gun would be awesome. There's no reason for this. You know, I'm not into the thumb safety thing. It's there, not a big deal. I'm sure there's kits you can get to get rid of it, but I'm just leaving it the way it is. Now, as you can see, the P30 came out after the USP, and I think they probably realized it, because if you notice this slide stop this slide stop lever is very, very close to the frame, super, super smooth and slim. It doesn't irritate your thumb or your hand as it's recoiling. It's on, well, there it is. So when I'm holding this gun, there's nothing in my way. There's nothing to irritate my thumb after a few hundred rounds, and it doesn't have that stupid thumb safety on either side. Love the decocker right here. So there's the difference between the two. So I just wanted to bring that up. I haven't shown my HKs too much. Once in a while I do, but I just want you to see that I still have them. They're not going anywhere, and I shoot both of them very well. Probably shoot this one a little better because I shoot this one more. This one I don't shoot too much because it's kind of a, I don't know if it's super rare, but it has, I like it because it has the USP on the grip. Most of them will say patent pending, so you don't see a lot of them. So I try to keeping it nice, but I don't know. I need to shoot it more, but as usual, HKs, 0 defects, 0 failures, 0 everything. They're extremely reliable. So there you go. So if you're thinking about an HK, you really want one, try to find one like slightly used. You'll save yourself about $300. You can probably get one for like 5 or 6. That's a traditional built one like these, or you can go for the VP9, which they're only $600. So it's up to you, but that's it. So I want to show you this through night flashlight, and I just got this one. This one is really, really bright. This one's really, really nice. And I told you, every time they send me one, I'm like, well, it's the same thing over and over again. It's just the little differences. It's better than the last one, you know. I should have looked this up before I, well, let me see something here. There we go. English. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, when it's in turbo, it's 1,000 lumens. Okay. When it's in regular high mode, 640 lumens. Medium mode is 180 lumens. Low is 28 lumens. Firefly is 0.4 lumens. I have no idea what that is. Strobe, 800 lumens in strobe. Very, very nice. And of course, waterproof. And I want to, right now it has a rechargeable battery in there, and I want to see if it takes 123s also. Alright, what I was trying to find out is, here's the case it comes with, beautiful case. If, I'm going to try it, hope I don't screw it up. If it charges and takes the 123 batteries. Right now it has an 18650 battery inside of it. It's a chargeable battery, and I don't know if any battery charger will charge that, but ThruNite has their battery chargers on their site. You can get them there. But it's just like the past flashlight that I showed you before, but it had a bigger head on it. But it's the same thing. You can charge it with a USB cord, and it's really, really nice. Same thing, totally slimmed down. This is the TC12, and what I like about it is, there's your settings: low, medium, and then there's your 1000 lumens. And it strobes at 800 lumens, and I like how this little switch lights up green. I don't know if you can see that. Now I think when you're charging it up, I don't know if that lights up green. Well, that's it. Really, wow, this thing's really, really nice. Very heavy, very robust, but I don't know if it'll do the 123s. Let's see. Now if it does the 123s and the rechargeable, that'd be awesome. Let's try it. I was looking in the, let me see, 18650, right. Now I don't know if it does this or not. I hope I don't screw it up. Please don't fuck with me. Oh yeah, it does. Check that out. So you can use, okay, that is huge for me, that you can use regular batteries too. Okay, so what I'm noticing when you use the regular batteries, no green light. Okay, so that green light must be an indicator when your charge is getting low or something. So, okay, so it can take the 123 batteries or the 18650 rechargeable. Okay, there's low, and then that's your switch. There's a USB port. Open it up, plug it in. That's it. Looks like a common port, so very sweet. I'm going to keep in the rechargeable battery because I like the green light. I think it's cool looking. Can you believe that? So there's going to be a winner of this awesome light that ThruNite sent us. Oops. Yep, that's neat. And the winner of this light is Scott Towel. Just kidding, dude. Scott Paper. Just kidding, dude. No, sorry. Scott Garrity. Scott Garrity is the next winner of the next ThruNite flashlight. I'm sure I'll get more coming in, because there's a lot of other good dudes I want to see win one of these beautiful flashlights. And I will put the link to ThruNite's website, and you guys can go check it out. And you know how reasonable they are. You get more for your money than with their lights. I mean, you get more for your money than their lights than anybody's. I got tons of them. So just started getting into this flashlight stuff about a year ago and didn't know much about it, but now I'm starting to get a little educated on them. I don't use all the technical terms like throw and, you know, all that goofy shit they say. Maybe someday when I become an expert. But I'm just telling you here, they're tough and they're friggin' bright. That's really all you need to know. Alright, so thank you ThruNite for sending us another awesome high quality flashlight. Alright guys, I will talk to you soon. See what's going on next.